Hi there. A few folks have asked me to talk a little bit about this new instrument which I developed. This is my original idea, and it derives from my research about Portuguese music and its history. I stumbled upon a few ideas regarding the Portuguese guitar, its origin in the English guitar, and it made me dig around and search for new ways to develop the instrument and make it become a little bit more usable in terms of my own musical background. I always was a rock musician and a jazz musician, fusion. I studied jazz. It's all about gathering influences, isn't it? And becoming a little bit more unique. And some people have it easy, some people have it hard, and it was very difficult for me to have my kind of language, something that I could use for myself and call it mine, my own. Some people only have a need to become unique through note choice and stuff like that. I never was that happy to find a quick fix, so I had to do it the hard way. Then one minute I became aware that my weakness could become my strength. I needed to find a new way of sounding right, of my own musicality becoming unique and right. I remember one time I went to a studio with lots of instruments, lots of guitars, amps, Portuguese guitar. Portuguese guitar is a small guitar. There's various kinds of Portuguese guitars, of course, and it's so close to the English guitar. It's difficult to distinguish, but they have developed in peculiar ways with small details that are not the same. Well, but Anglo-Saxonic music, English-American music, English spoken music uses mostly the electric guitar, the electric Spanish guitar. It lost the Spanish somewhere, but it was electric Spanish, ES. That ES that people put on the first models of guitars was, or SE, Spanish electric. This is not an electric Spanish guitar. This is an electric Portuguese guitar, an EP. It's so the Portuguese guitars and the English guitars derive from a different instrument than the Spanish guitar. The Spanish guitar was called vihuela, and it's like an 8-figure instrument that could have wire strings or gut strings. Doesn't come from the same instrument as a Portuguese or an English guitar, or also a guitar Corse from Corsica. The Portuguese guitar and the English guitar derive from the citole, and the citole is a wire-strung instrument, pear-shaped, that has double strings on it, kind of like a mandolin, but not the same instrument, because it's not a mandolin, it's not a mando, it's not a 12-string mando. The Portuguese guitar and the English guitar have a kind of headstock that is quite different and also helps to resonate in a different way. Okay, we have watch key tuners. The strings are attached to each of these pegs here. Then we turn the screws and the little pegs go up and down, and it increases or decreases the pitch in the strings. You also will notice that the strings are doubled, but they are doubled not like a normal guitar would be. They are upside down. First you have the light string, then you have the thick string, and also you have doubles here. 3 doubles. Not like a 12-string guitar, not like a Rickenbacker. Okay? And the Rickenbacker also doesn't have this volute here. This is the name of this piece of wood here. Also, you may notice that this is a very wide guitar. Why do I call this a baritone citole? The Portuguese guitar and the English guitar are short neck instruments. So the Portuguese guitar usually goes until here. It starts in a D. The Coimbra, it's another town in Portugal, version of the instrument, it's a little bit wider, so it goes to C. Okay? There's another instrument that was invented by a famous, legendary Portuguese guitar player, Carlos Paredes. He invented an instrument called guitolao, means big guitar, but not a Spanish guitar. We talked about this. Portuguese guitar or English guitar, that it's a different kind of instrument than the Spanish guitar that derived on the electric. This instrument was called guitolao, also citolon, citole, big citole, citolon, and it was tuned in this pitch here. Okay, so the guitar sounded a little bit deeper than the small Portuguese guitar. And then it struck me, can I do a baritone guitar? Can I do a baritone Portuguese guitar that holds the pitch? That was a problem, because you remember, it was short neck guitar and the other one was really tense, so I needed something to increase the stability, because I wouldn't want an instrument that gets out of tune and breaks up strings and all that stuff. I needed something, and I invented a system that holds the tuning in place. I had to develop my own way for it to become stable. And it was done. It was done with the help of a luthier that did perform my idea, my project, and it became a reality. Also, the guitar itself was built by another luthier. There's another thing that I wanted. It had to have a trem bar. So if I did a chord, I wanted it to be able to, you know, that can have this one. I wanted this. Very cool. This type of thing, I wanted it in the guitar. So, even more so a reason to invent a system that could hold this pitch swing, because, you know, I'm going to show you the bar. So this was invented by another person, my friend Eric Olsen. So I conjoined all this, and I designed the guitar myself. It's asymmetrical, okay? The bass side is not the same as the treble side. It's asymmetrical, okay? I wanted exactly this shape. A little bit more bass, a little bit less treble. And these open shapes here, in form of an olive, are very, very, very important on the timbre. Playing. So because Portuguese music, fado, very emotional. And I'm using a fractal audio, Max Effects 2 XL Plus, okay? And it sounds so very good with this type of passive pickups. These are rail hammers, okay? With the large poles, and these large poles make all the difference because you have two strings on the same pole. They need slack. Does it gent? Of course it does. Maybe not for today. I will not show you this genting today. It's you can do stuff that a normal Portuguese guitar wouldn't do, because it just doesn't have the signal strength. And this is like an electric guitar, as it derives from the Spanish guitar, and this derives from the Portuguese guitar, but it's an electric Portuguese guitar with large scale, so it's a baritone. If I hold a chord, and it bends string, not like a Rickenbacker. And a massive output of burst because it has two strings. Don't forget to subscribe my videos. Take care. Stay safe.